Today we're talking about something a bit different. Instead of the railways, it's the roads. We're currently underneath the Bromford Viaduct, which is listed as the UK's longest bridge. And like the railways, this has been electrified, but for a different reason. Yep, that's right. The Bromford Viaduct and others around the Birmingham area are being protected with an electric charge. But unlike the railways, the voltage here is extremely low. It's something called cathodic protection. Never heard of it? Then stay tuned. The beams that support the motorway, sometimes called bents, contain a mixture of concrete and steel reinforcements. Like a railway bridge, these viaducts were built to last. So why are they having to protect them? The reason they're using cathodic protection is because of chloride, which is contained in some of the liquid that they use to grit the roads in the winter to stop them icing up. And one of those roads is the M6 Bromford Viaduct. But much of the motorway network through the West Midlands is on a viaduct, including the famous Spaghetti Junction. Opened in the 1970s, they're referred collectively as the Midland Links Motorways.
So during the early 1980s, it became apparent that the Midland Links were starting to deteriorate at a much quicker rate than would be expected for modern structures. Some research and investigation work showed that there was a link with chloride-induced corrosion.
That meant a big repair programme and a big headache. What should be done to protect the structures once repaired? The answer was cathodic protection. And this is how it works. First, you install a power source underneath the carriageway, then add something called an anode. That's then connected to the metal reinforcement inside the concrete, and then you complete the circuit from the other side of the power source.
In the structures, corrosion happens on the metal that we have reinforcing steel. And one part of the structure is the anode, is corroding and protecting the cathode. So we don't want that to happen on the steel. So we introduce an anode that will protect the whole reinforcement.
And putting in an artificial anode and a small electric charge into the viaducts does seem to work, but it still needs periodic checks. We're about 5.5 metres above the ground and just underneath the road deck where the M6 and all the traffic is just passing above us. And this is one of those checks, up on a cherry picker with a safety harness on, and engineer Luis Del Giudice with his small hammer.
As I'm dragging it across, if you hear any like hollow sounds or the change of the concrete sound, that's when you know there's something behind it and there's something wrong with it, but there shouldn't be anything wrong with this because it's pretty new.
So the cathodic protection is clearly working here. There are hundreds of these beams across the network and all have to be checked around every 2 years. It's a never-ending task.
It is a continual commitment. So the initial repair works, we will need to continue monitoring and repairing as necessary for the lifetime of the structure. But overall, it's been proven that it's the cheapest, most effective and least disruptive way to manage corrosion problems in reinforced concrete.
So now you know, electricity is keeping up these viaducts. But there's more. Not all the equipment installed on these viaducts is related to cathodic protection. Some of it is HS2, the Bromford tunnel that allows trains to get into Birmingham, goes right underneath the M6, and this is monitoring equipment to make sure that when they were tunnelling, the viaduct didn't move. The good news is that tunnelling work is now complete, but for the engineers from National Highways, well, their job continues. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this look at how electricity is keeping our vital motorway viaducts standing, and all with a voltage around the same as a car battery. Don't forget to like and share this film, and for more, please subscribe to the channel. See you soon.